Welcome back to Gear Shift Hub, where we bring you the latest and most detailed reviews from the motorcycle world. Today, we're diving into something truly exciting, a machine that blends the golden era of motorcycling with modern-day performance and technology. I'm talking about the 2026 Suzuki GS400 Neo Retro. A motorcycle that brings back Suzuki's legendary GS nameplate with a fresh twist for a whole new generation of riders. If you love bikes with classic charm but don't want to compromise on modern features, this one is going to catch your attention. Suzuki has always been about building motorcycles that deliver accessible performance and reliability, and the GS400 Neo Retro is no exception. This bike is a tribute to the original GS400 of the late 1970s. A machine that became iconic for its simple, reliable twin-cylinder setup and its approachable nature. Fast forward to 2026, and Suzuki has reimagined that concept for today's roads, giving us a motorcycle that carries a retro heart but beats with modern engineering. The engine is the soul of any motorcycle, and Suzuki has gone with the parallel twin 400cc liquid-cooled motor for this bike, perfectly tuned for a balance of smoothness, torque, and everyday usability. It produces around 47 horsepower, making it not just A2 license compliant in Europe but also ideal for riders who want a bike with enough punch for city commutes, spirited weekend rides, and even longer trips. The torque delivery is linear, giving you strong pull in the mid-range, which is exactly what you'd expect from a bike with this retro-inspired personality. It's not about blistering speed or setting lap times, it's about usable performance that makes every ride engaging and enjoyable. One of the key strengths of the GS400 Neo Retro is how approachable it feels. With a seat height of around 790mm, it's friendly for both newer riders and those who prefer a manageable stance without sacrificing comfort. The ergonomics are upright, relaxed, and very much in line with its classic inspirations. Wide handlebars give you excellent leverage, and the foot peg positioning strikes a perfect balance between comfort and control. Whether you're riding through tight city streets or cruising along winding country roads, this bike feels natural and confidence-inspiring. Suzuki didn't just stop at making it a comfortable ride, they've also added plenty of modern touches that elevate it beyond being just a retro throwback. The suspension setup includes telescopic forks at the front and twin rear shocks, staying true to its classic aesthetic but using modern internals to deliver a compliant and stable ride. Braking duties are handled by disc brakes front and rear, paired with a dual-channel ABS system that ensures safety without feeling intrusive. Now let's talk about the design, because that's where the GS400 Neo Retro really shines. This motorcycle is a rolling tribute to the 1970s, with a teardrop-shaped fuel tank, a round LED headlamp framed in chrome, and classic twin-pod analog-style dials that hide the modern LCD screen between them. The blend of old-school styling with modern lighting and instrumentation is exactly what retro enthusiasts crave. The spoked wheels, optional in some trims, give it that authentic vintage look, while alloy versions are available for those who prefer a bit more practicality. Suzuki offers the bike in a range of heritage-inspired colors, including metallic blue with white striping, a nod to the company's racing past, and the more understated black and silver option for riders who prefer something subtle. Performance-wise, the GS400 Neo Retro is all about balance. It's not intimidating, yet it offers enough excitement to keep experienced riders smiling. The lightweight chassis, weighing in at just around 175 kilograms, makes it incredibly nimble and easy to handle. Whether you're weaving through traffic or enjoying some twisty back roads, the bike feels planted yet agile. The suspension soaks up imperfections with ease, and the exhaust note, a slightly throaty twin-cylinder hum, adds character without being overwhelming. Technology hasn't been ignored here either. While Suzuki wanted to keep the retro spirit alive, they've integrated modern conveniences that riders today expect. You get ride-by-wire throttle for smooth response, a selectable riding mode for adjusting performance delivery, and even smartphone connectivity through Suzuki's My Ride app. This allows you to pair your phone with the bike, giving you access to navigation prompts, call and message alerts, and even trip logging. These are features that you'd normally associate with larger, more expensive bikes, but Suzuki has made sure the GS400 Neo Retro doesn't feel outdated in terms of functionality. Another strong selling point is its efficiency and affordability. The 400cc twin is frugal on fuel, delivering an impressive 28 to 30 kilometers per liter depending on how you ride. Combine that with a fuel tank capacity of 15 liters, and you're looking at a practical range of around 400 kilometers on a single tank, making it not just stylish, but also a sensible option for everyday commuting or weekend getaways. Now, of course, price plays a big role in the appeal of any motorcycle, and Suzuki has been clever with their positioning. The 2026 GS400 Neo Retro comes in at around $6,500 in international markets, which is competitive against rivals like the Honda CB350, the Royal Enfield Classic 350, and even some of the retro-inspired offerings from Yamaha and Kawasaki. What Suzuki brings to the table is a combination of Japanese reliability, a more modern twin-cylinder performance, and a heritage name that carries weight among motorcycle enthusiasts. The unique selling points of the Spike are crystal clear. It's a motorcycle that doesn't try to overwhelm with brute force but instead charms you with its timeless design, its easygoing yet capable performance, and its well-balanced mix of retro aesthetics and modern conveniences. For riders who have always admired vintage bikes but don't want the hassles of maintaining a classic, the GS400 Neo Retro is a perfect solution. It looks the part, it feels authentic, but it starts every time. It rides smoothly, and it comes with the safety and reliability that modern engineering guarantees. Suzuki has essentially captured the essence of the late '70s and bottled it into a 2026 package. For younger riders, this is a gateway into appreciating motorcycling's history while enjoying a bike that's practical for everyday use. For older enthusiasts who may remember the original GS400, this is nostalgia reimagined, a chance to relive the glory days but with none of the compromises. In conclusion, the 2026 Suzuki GS400 Neo Retro is a motorcycle that embodies the spirit of simplicity, reliability, and style. It's proof that sometimes, less is more, and you don't need sky-high horsepower figures or extreme electronics to have a genuinely enjoyable motorcycle. What you need is character, usability, and a design that makes you look back at it every time you park. And the GS400 delivers on all those fronts. So if you're in the market for a motorcycle that blends the past and present seamlessly, one that is affordable, approachable, and undeniably stylish, then the Suzuki GS400 Neo Retro is worth a serious look. It's a bike that respects tradition while embracing progress, and that's exactly why it might just become one of Suzuki's most popular mid-capacity offerings in years to come.